Okay, on this video we shall go through question 1 of assignment 2 2019. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is read through the question as usual and extract a timeline diagram. So we're just going to go through question 1, right? This one we are using a scientific calculator. On the other page, I've divided this page into two. The other one we're going to be using a financial calculator. So question 1, right? We're going to draw a timeline diagram as usual. Let's read through to extract the dates as usual. Charlie received that amount of money after investing the amount of money in an account earning an interest of continuous compounding this much per year. The amount that he invested 50 weeks earlier is approximately. So one thing that you should understand is there is a 50 weeks earlier. So 50 weeks ago, 57 weeks ago something happened. And then I'll just put minus there. Then I'll put a now. Okay. We've established the timeline diagram. So now after that we need to put the applicable formula as usual. Right. So they said after investing this amount of money, in an account earning an interest of continuous compounding, right? So there's continuous compounding. So it's continuous compounding, right? So when you're dealing with continuous compounding, one thing that we should do is we should know that your formula for calculating the future value is S is equal to P, right? E to the CT. Okay, that is the formula, right? So we are going to find, well, C is your continuous compounding rate. So S is your future value, P present value, E is just an exponential number, right? E is an exponential number. Then you have C is equal to T is equal to. Okay, so some of you might be new to this E, right, which is an exponential number. But don't worry, there is the financial calculator. You'll see how we can get the same answer using the financial calculator without going through much trouble. Okay, so if you read through the question again, they are saying what? They are saying that Charlie received 32,000, right, 412. Right, that means he received it now. So we have 32,412. 112. Okay, let me just erase this so that it becomes clear. 87. Right. So you know that this is with respect to the timeline diagram. Remember what I said earlier on? This is the present value and that is the future value. So this is your future value. So it's 32,412.87. It's in the future because with respect to this region, it's in front of this one. This region over here is in front of this region over there. That's why this one is the future value. Then the annual continuous compounding rate of 10.15 excuse me, percent. Okay, looks like I'm in bed flu today, but doesn't matter. So we also have the time. So the time is in weeks, and remember that time is always supposed to be in years. So we have 57 weeks. So we need to divide those weeks by 52 because there are 52 weeks in a year. Okay. So now just have a look at that. Okay, so we can see that from the question there's one variable missing, which is your P. So next step we are going to solve for P. We are going to find out how we get that P. So from there we are going to use our equation and we're going to come this side and say 32,412.87 is equal to your P, right, that we don't know, a to the power of 10.15%, okay, times 57 over 12, right? After having done that, and we use our calculator, you can see that for you to get P, we have to say, so we have to divide both sides by this term, right? We're going to say P is equal to 32,412.87 over E to the 10.15% times 57 over 12. If you have the right calculator, you can do that for you. So with this one, I'm going to punch in everything, right? The same way that I see. So let me just start punching in. Okay, so that you see. So I have my fraction bracket. So I have 30, let's hope it's visible. So I have 32,412.87. Then I use this down arrow to bring my cursor down. Then I have E. So E is in yellow there. So I must press Shift first. So it's Shift, then E, right? I've got my E. Okay. Then from there, I'm going to say it's E to the power of 10. Right? I have my 10 there. 0.15%. Percent is in yellow there. So I press Shift first, then percent, times. Then I put a fraction, the fraction that follows. So I put that fraction there. Then I have 57 over 12. Right, I've typed in everything now. Then from there I just press equals. Okay, let me just check. No, it's not over 12, sorry. Remember that there are 52 weeks, right, in a year. So it's supposed to be 52, not 12, 52. Because it must be divided by 52, because there are 52 weeks in a year. Then equals, we get 29,000, right? That's how we go about that. So this calculator is not hard to learn, right? It's not hard to learn. You come, we show you how it's used. It's simple and straightforward. So we are going to have your P is equal to 29,000.07, right? Which is option 1. Right. That's how you go about that one. Okay. So the reason why you should get a calculator that shows natural display is because it will make it simpler in solving questions that are like this. Right. So that was the video showing how we tackle question 1 by using the scientific calculator. In the next video, we shall use the what is it called? We shall use the financial calculator. This one. Okay. Thank you for watching.